Hello, my name is Sheldon here. Welcome back for another episode of Hearts 3 in Black Eyes mod as People from Republic of China. So, in previous episode, we got pushed back a little bit in the north by the Japanese counterattack. We are desperately, well, I wouldn't say necessarily desperately, there's a large combat over here in the middle. We did manage to at least clear out a little bit of the area northeast of Beijing. So, along the coastline, we pushed a decent bit. And a lot of the time, they're doing counterattacks, and after that, we counterattack. And push back, so it's they're wasting their manpower on trying to push us back, and then we can sort of punish them in that regard. But in certain cases, it's a bit easier said than done. Plus, I suppose we're now outside of the range of our close air support, so that does complicate things a little bit. Export tungsten to US, I guess we can do that. Ooh, alright, they're doing counter or attack over here in the north. Now, we haven't gotten the pillboxes in here yet. We are building one level pillboxes, both of these. I don't think we need more than that necessarily. It's just a quick little defensive position that we can then utilize. We could probably send Taz to help with the defense in here. They have very little piercing attack, so if we can get some more troops there. We got plenty of piercing against their whatever they have on the mix support, I reckon. Could be infantry tanks. Or something like that. So we are at least dealing a decent bit of damage towards them. And there we go, there's a bit of extra industry again. So we've got almost 200 in production. Is there anything that is going to be completed soon enough? Like it's completely removed from the production queue. I suppose the pillboxes are. We are getting some of the upgrades for the former cavalry division in here, which doesn't actually have a leader yet. Now we can actually have a leader there. So let's put in, you know what, Catman does. We'll take that one. And Jinglong. There we go. We can probably win this. Yeah, this is going to be an easy victory. Now, to be fair, some of these units might require a little bit of rest, so I'm going to pull back one of the light infantry, just so that it can regain its organization. And then some of these, that can probably start moving back into the combat. There's 8 divisions attacking versus 6 of ours defending. I suppose that could also join in the combat now. Tungsten surplus, is that one? Oh, that is fully out of organization. Or was fully out of organization, so that was pushed legit. I suppose the mountaineers that were in the combat initially and now had to pull back, but they're still mostly in a pretty decent shape. And there's a whole lot of units in here trying to attack us along the coastline. Well, it's only 3 divisions to be fair. We've got a whole lot of divisions defending. So actually, if we do have a look at the combat, they got 26,000 men and we got 72,000. So we got almost 3-to-1 numbers in there. And the enemy attack across the river isn't going all that well either. There we go, Dolan. We lost about 270 men. They lost 5,500. Not too shabby. And Longhua is once again under attack by some enemy units. They're sending 1 division at a time, so it's not too bad for us. I think the 9th division will have to pull back already. Pull that to the south. And then we've got 5 versus 6. But one by one, the enemy divisions will probably falter. The big problem that we have is the low range of our planes. Now, to be fair, one thing that we could start building is maybe a few light bombers. How long is the range? 330 kilometers. I mean, it's not too bad. So we'll build 3 of these. And just for a bit of protection, we'll send in or build 1 twin-engine fighter group as well. So that way, we shall have at least some more planes. Now, to be fair, we don't get to those productions anytime soon. There's the armored division over here that will be built before that. And that's 46 or 43 IC to produce it. So, yeah. Easier said than done. Now, we've got another airbase in Xiamen. I believe that would be, yeah, it's right here. It's not the last levels yet, but it's getting at least some of the levels. So they're still attacking with 2 units in here. I suppose we did get the Taz's motorized division to aid in the defense. Just about. It's could be better, admittedly, in terms of effectiveness. It'll do for now. We're going to move this one into the middle, so that it can reinforce either side. Well, there we go. Now we've got 7 divisions defending. So we might be able to, well, might not be able to do a full-on counterattacks from here yet, but at least that province will not fall, and the mountaineers can regain some organization in the meanwhile. Along the coastline, they are still doing the counterattack, but that marine is gonna probably run out of organization first. It's probably not gonna shadow itself. Oh, we got some submarine techs as well. So we are getting slightly closer, at least, to be able to get our submarines to level 2. And also, we did get a little bit more closer to the upgrade on the single-engine fighters. Now, to be fair, that's 1941 tech, so we don't need to queue it up quite yet, but we will probably queue it up later in the year. Oh, there we go. Along the coastline, they're down to 1 unit counterattacking. But they do have a lot of troops in here. Ah, we've got the pillboxes along here now, so that's good. We've got those along with the techs, actually. Oh, there's the Naval HQ. We're going to get another 2 air bases very shortly. 2 days, in fact, 3 air bases in 2 days. How much have we got on the... Oh, electrical engineering practicals, 0.9. So it's not very high yet, but that does mean that the radar production is at least a little bit cheaper and slightly faster as well. So Guangzhou seems to be a fairly victorious battle. They are moving more troops into the coastal battle in here. I thought I had one of these... Oh, right, it wasn't fully retreating. No, it was the light infantry over here that retreated. So we'll still have 5 division defending. I think we can hold on to that for a while. Oh, another major victory. That's minus 30 war exhaustion. Alright then. So Guangzhou, we lost 22,500 men. They lost 76,000 men. So that is about 3 to 1. Actually, more than that, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, we've got a victory. We've got the Mountaineers now slowly regaining organization in here. And hopefully what we can do is we can... Oh, right, they got some medium artillery there. Hopefully we can maybe start pushing the enemy back a little bit again. Ideally, what we'd probably do is we'd go along the coast or the river up to the end of the hills and then start pushing south while we also push towards Huludao. So we'd have at least a bit of a pocket in here to deal with or destroy some enemy units in, and that would honestly be quite handy. Oh, another victory. Alright, over here in the north. That was a fairly decent victory, to be fair. Yemen wants to buy supplies? Alright then. So how's France looking like? They are still holding on to most of the river in here. And Maginot Line is still alive. Not necessarily kicking, but alive. The Italians haven't really pushed into Egypt yet, but they have started pushing into Tunis. They'll probably take... Oh, and the French have done a landing in Sardinia. Okay. What about Norway? How's Norway looking like? They are still free. For now. And I suppose the Italians haven't declared war on... No, they have not been attacking Greece yet. I'm sure that they will try to do that at some point. So now it's a bit of a time for regrouping our units, especially since we've still got the organization reduction and all that. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Ooh, air engine research, there we go. We don't need to queue up the single-engine fighters yet. We'll get to that later. So I suppose Ballyhan would be one of the provinces that we want to attack into. And then maybe Shifeng. Just so that we can try to get a bit of pocket in here, hopefully. But we'll need to dig in with the troops here first. And I suppose we can go ahead and bring in the Mountaineers back, at least some of the Mountaineers back. So that the infantry can then move north. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take the 30th Division. It's a bit of low strength already. I'm going to start moving that one to the north. Redeploying at least through some of the areas. And that way we can then use that for the counterattacks. Because that extra... Well, the battle commander... Well, I suppose technically speaking it's not a battle commander, but it's basically as good as a battle commander. Actually, maybe slightly better in certain aspects. But anyway, us leading that division... means that the division itself will be fairly decent. I might go ahead and... Actually, how long it would take to upgrade a... Oh, we've got a air combat over here. There we go. How is the air commander? Hasn't gotten too much traits yet, or experience, but there's only been a few air combats anyway. So that doesn't surprise me. But I think we are actually going to go ahead and upgrade the artillery over here to medium artillery. And then just queue that up the list. So it's going to be done in December. Okay, it gives us a few months, at least, to prepare. But how much do we need? 25 manpower for reinforcements. To be fair, that's like 10 days worth of manpower gain, so it's not really that much for us. Dulon is under attack, and Arginsum. That's another cavalry division attacking in here. It's probably not going to last very long against us. Especially since we're getting a little bit more of the pillbox in here, so it gives them a bit further... Well, rather, I believe it gives us a bit of bonus there. Now we got the airbase in Tianjin. So we might put in a airbase somewhere in here, maybe. Maybe not right there. Maybe the mountains in Jinglong. So that would be a... Well, okay point to at least push towards Huludao, although it would still not be close enough, I reckon. Oh, we got 135 kilometers now. Okay, it's still not much. But it does make it slightly better. Oh. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to move in these planes into way high. Then we'll start doing the runway cratering on Dalian. We'll wait for a little while for these to regain the organization and all that. But if we can make sure that they can't run their planes too much, at least not most of their planes, and then just wreck the airfield, start damaging some of the planes, that is going to give us a lot of breathing room. Oh, copper neutral, alright then. Air Force HQ advance, and Comintern is under attack. Well, it's not going to be under attack for long. I suppose we can go ahead and take... well, we got the Mountaineers heading in here. I'm going to take Albertus and some of the infantry divisions attacking into Ballyhan. They got 3 or 2 divisions in there. Can I take one of these? Maybe I could. Which one do I want to take? I think we'll take this one. Give support attack. Just that little bit extra firepower in there. It doesn't actually need to move in there. But Geelong is under attack. Oh, right, we got one of the Mountaineer divisions in here. So it's a light or elite light infantry division trying to attack. How's the coastal battle? We're still mostly fine. We can probably send this one back into the combat now. Oh, Quanching is under attack. Probably not very long. Yeah, no, we lost 1 man in there. They lost 500. But of course, they're trying to attack into mountains. Somewhat well fortified mountains at this point. Oh, there we go, victory at Ballyhan. We did take a little bit losses there, but if we can take that one quickly, we can then at least start maybe threatening Weisheng. Or we could start pushing towards Chifeng. And right, the 30th Division is, well, it's got a bit of a distance to traverse through, but it will get to the front line there soon enough. Geelong was under attack again. Portrait tactics advance. Oh, that reminds me, did we ever get the runway? Oh yeah, we did. Runway cratering or airbase strike tactics. So that is being researched. So how are we looking over here with the close air as well? I think it might be time to start doing... Portrait could also be quite handy to wreck their ships, but I think right now we're going to do runway cratering just to wreck Dalian. It's daily, so it will take some time probably before we're ready to move out. But if we can start damaging the airfield there, there's a lot of planes based in there. We'll probably take some damage ourselves, but that did already take some damage. Oh, they can repair only 4 units efficiently there now. And what was the level? I suppose it didn't. Well, it has 3 levels in there, so okay, they probably have at least at level 2 on the tech for their bases. We can send this light infantry in here and go ahead and retreat this one out of or to Shangli. Oh, and there we go. We got the Ballyhan. Well done, Albertus. Now, some of the reinforcements might be delayed for a little while, but at least the Mountaineers are now arriving in here. I suppose we can send another Mountaineer division there. And we can send in another infantry division, probably to the north. There's not a lot of defenders in here, to be fair. So, Cheongshang. It could be something we could just take. Now, we don't have a lot of troops to attack there with yet, but we could probably shuffle this one around. Oh, there we go. Ballyhan is under attack. Well, we've got some... I don't think we... No, we did have it one day to dig in. And now we're getting some reinforcements, so that Marine Division is going to have some very, very hard times in the near future. And we've got another Infantry Division in here that is basically as accurate as it can get right now. I'm going to move it through here. So the idea is that we'll take probably 5 divisions, clear out Shilin Hot, and then we'll take Kagan Gulut. We'll try to encircle some of the enemy troops in here, Mandlat Sum. And then from there, we can at least destroy them. And maybe we can advance along the river line again. So that's going to reduce the amount of troops that we need to defend the flank along the river. So there we go. Oh, yeah, Alberta is already level 3. They are doing a bit of bombing run on our planes in here, but shouldn't our interceptors be... Oh, we're intercepting them directly into Dalian. Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let me just redo the order. Air intercept... Maybe this way they don't just fly in there directly, constantly. Ah, right. Armament factory. Resource production. Yeah, we'll take that one. Low popularity. Okay, so we are at least gaining some popularity. We'll retreat that one behind the front line. This one can probably move in. So we still got the numbers advantage in the combat. And I don't know if we'll be able to push them back directly. I suppose one of the things that we could do is, well, first of all, reduce some of these. We've got 200 IC in production. We'll take these 2 divisions, attack Jiangzheng. So yeah, we're probably going to be able to break through there. I'm going to use one of these infantry divisions to give a support attack. And it looks like Ballyhan, well, they are attacking with a lot of troops there now. I think we're going to go ahead and take one of these to aid in there. And I suspect that... oh, medium shipyard, there we go. In Beihai, of all places. We're going to get the truck transport upgraded for Kathmandu's division in here. Was it tomorrow? Tomorrow. Also get another airbase in Way High. Tungsten, Saudi Arabia. You know what? At this point, I'm going to say no. We don't have that much available. Also, I'm going to switch to the economy focus, so we'll get some more heavy industry. Still got 5 divisions depending in Jinghuangdao. I butchered that name first time. Oh, probably a lot of times, let's be honest, but let's... Oh, right. So we are getting some more troops in there. Did we have another one? No, we didn't have another one moving in there right now. We've got one coming in from the west. Oh, there we go. There's the truck transport. Luon is under attack. Well, was under attack for a brief moment. We now got 5 divisions in here. I suppose it's time to attack. We'll also send in Taz's motorized division with the light tanks to break the enemy, hopefully. So they got garrison detachments and cavalry in here. So nothing too drastic. And I think what we can do... Oh, they're doing counterattack now with the infantry and marines in here. Now, luckily, the infantry that we have in here will have dug in fairly well. So I don't think it's going to be that dire of a situation for us. And Yingcheng is... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're taking some more ground. Again, right now is mostly just waiting for where the enemy does mistakes, and then we punish them for it. We're not able to do a lot of encirclements or anything like that, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. We'll try to do something about that. Especially here in the north, I think we might be able to do something. They got the 6th division back in here. Oh, naval air targeting. Longhua is under attack by some units. Soviet Union wants to sell remissions. I suppose I will actually take that. We don't have a lot of money income right now, so we won't be able to buy much. But at least a little bit here and there helps. And there we go. We're taking the provinces. There are... Oh, the coastal attack is still ongoing. I mean, the enemy is taking a lot of losses. We're not taking that much strength losses. We're taking some, but it's not too bad. They got a little bit bombing runs happening in here, but that's manageable. But the organization is the one that we're running out of, which, to be fair, is kind of by design. There we go. We're going to have another 2 combats as a victory, and the Bright Division is getting pushed back pretty heavily. We'll have a decent bit of troops in here. We'll hopefully encircle... I mean, if they've got a Marine and an Infantry Division in here, among other things, then that's actually going to be pretty decent. Oh, Zhengzheng is under attack. Oh, right. That's actually not that bad of a counterattack. Also, we don't know how much troops they are attacking from... Well, no one's attacking from there yet. Oh, Shilinho is now a victory. Let's go ahead and grab that province, shall we? But the medium artillery is going to be done in November, so end of next month. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. Then we're going to have the 38th Division join the combats again. They got quite a bit of attacks going in here. I suppose one of the things that I could do is move it in here. Oh, there we go. We're getting the provinces already. Now they're doing a counterattack from the rear position. But I suppose that one's probably going to be a fairly easy victory for us, all things considered. I do wonder. I don't know how much they have in Weizhang, and how good troops they have in there. They do have something. I suppose we could send the regular infantry division up the hills. We'll still keep the mountaineers up here in the rear, and I suppose the counterattacks... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, they got someone attacking from Shuzhong. Naval strike and tactics advance. Very good. Still got 172 research underway. But at least we are getting some ground. I suppose that could be sent forward. And this could probably be sent forward as well. We'll go ahead, once we get that in there, we'll retreat one of these light infantry divisions. Although it looks like the battle in Jinghuangdao is probably going to be ending soon. They're down to 2 divisions. And they've taken so many casualties in here. Well, sure enough, our organization has been plummeting a little bit as well in the process. So it's not necessarily all victory for us. Oh, but there we go. We are dealing some more damage for the air base, so they can repair 1.6 air units effectively in there. So overall, it's not particularly great for them. Which does reduce the amount of bombings that they can do with their bombers. They might still have some bombers in Jinku. But I think we are keeping things roughly in check right now. Now, are we able to hold on to this one? I mean, at least initially, I think this is going to be a victory. The counterattack over here is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, there we go. Jinghuangdao, we lost 13,000 men. They lost 52,000 men. They are going to start another combat very shortly. As soon as they do, we'll go ahead and retreat one of these. The rest of them are still in combat, and yeah, that's going to be another, probably a shattering on that fascist militia. There we go. Are we able to... You know what, let's try it. Zhong. And we push the enemy back. I mean, they got a little bit troops there, but it's nothing too bad that we can't deal with. I suppose, is this one... It's getting a lot of attacks from Ngang Piao. So we might not be able to hold on to that one, unless we send in, like, another Mountaineer from here to assist there. And the middle point over here with Ballyhan, I think they got a lot of counterattack going in there. But I think we're mostly fine. They are not attacking from Weizhang, are they? No. Okay. So that's unfortunate. It looks like Shilling Hot is at least going to be a victory. With the current situation. I mean, of course, we can always send in the... Oh, naval tactics advance. There we go. Oh, the Mountaineers are now under attack. They're using some of the troops from there. Oh, and we've got an air combat. Aha! There we go. Wreck those bombers. And the fighters. We can sell a little bit of supplies right now. Oh, and there we go. The counterattack into Zhejiang is actually going a lot better than expected, quite frankly. Oh, and HE ammunition for our cruisers. It's not very high levels yet, but it's, I suppose, better than nothing. And we... Oh! In about 3 weeks, we'll get the second level radar in Beijing. Now, it's going to be a bit far away to actually help with the frontline combat anymore. Or mostly the combat above the front line. Let's go ahead and pull back one of these. We're at least getting another unit in here, but it's probably not going to hold. Again, we're lacking a little bit of troops, and I suppose we're not building that many frontline units right now either. We are going to get the breakthrough division. To be fair, we got a decent bit of troops scattered along the coastline, but we kind of need them there. We do have the naval infantry that I suppose we could utilize. Bring these in. Just assist in some of the defenses in here. These might not be the best units for the combat in here, but I suppose it will help. Oh, submarine batteries advanced. There we go. So that's another step closer to getting some better submarines. We're also getting the landing craft in 4 days. Truck and prime mover is going to be upgraded in 3. Still plenty of room for upgrading that, to be fair. Oh, conclusion after victory. Ah, there we go. Now the motorized division should be arriving in Shilin. And so since we've got the pillboxes in there, that's going to allow us to defend broadly for the time being. I'm going to move in the 30th Division in the fortified area in here, just in case. Oh, they were doing some bombing runs. Oh, that's what's causing us to fall back, I reckon. The bloody bombers. And where are our interceptors? Is that too far away? It shouldn't be. And why are you heading to Jolly? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put an air intercept. Probably just daily. Into that area. If need be, I'll just put an air superiority in there. And that way, at least it won't be flying after the enemy planes, but that might also trigger them to send their interceptors trying to intercept fighters there. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword there in that regard. We'll go ahead and send one of the Mountaineers over here into Dalihan. We'll need to retreat probably the General soon enough. Because we are running a bit low on organization. But again, we've got a lot higher income of manpower, so if we have a look at... We've got 1,900, plus... Oh, we don't have any spies in Japan anymore. Okay, do we still have... Yeah, we're getting a little bit of them, but very, very small amounts. At this point, I'm going to increase the spies to, like, half a leadership. We've still got a decent bit of officers, although we could use a bit more. But there's a lot of combat going on, which does reduce the numbers. I'm going to go ahead and drop one of these divisions at least out of the combat, so we can start digging in case they... Or in case we lose this combat in Zhejiang and get pushed back. So at least we'll have some plan B in there. Not the 98th Division needs to pull back. I think we are actually going to lose the province again. I don't think we can hold on to it right now. But we're not going to be losing the entire front line. It's just some key provinces it's going to be really difficult, especially in the north, because there's not a lot of defensive terrain. Oh, there's the landing craft flotillas advance. So we can now build landing craft, and that does unlock a lot of the techs in here. Now, to be fair, we don't necessarily need any of these right now, because we haven't built any landing craft yet either. And landing craft is one of those things that will get the upgrades automatically in there. Okay, we're going to have to pull back the light infantry division as well. Or the other light infantry division. Just so that we can have a bit of defensiveness in here, just in case. We are at least digging in already. And the counterattack is... Okay, they're bringing more troops in here. I believe that would be still too far... Yeah, that would be too far away for the close air support. The runway cratering, are we... Aha, there we go. We intercepted these bloody bombers. Take that. I'm going to have to start pulling back the general. And pull that one back to Guangsheng. So we might lose Ballyhan as well. Although we got still some more troops that we could probably rotate in and out. But it's going to be a little bit tricky to get everything sorted out. I'm going to go ahead and retreat one of these and send another one in. Again, we just need to get to Mukden. And then we can get rid of the low organization. Until then, we are going to have to deal with this one way or the other. We'll push back one of them, but I'm going to go ahead and retreat another division. We've got 4 units in there. We are probably going to lose this combat. But at the same time, at least the enemy is taking a whole lot of casualties doing so. Oh, this one's going to be another loss as well. And now we're taking... Is that bombing runs? No, it's just a lot of divisions attacking us. Plus, we don't have the digging bonus with this one, do we? Yeah, okay, that one's a bit rough. Okay, I'm going to retreat the... Well, we're going to give it a few more hours. Then we're going to retreat the mountaineers to the west in Guangxing. Is the counterattack going? No, it's not going anywhere. I'm going to stop that attack. It's a major defeat. We lost 7,000 men. It's like, losses-wise, it's actually quite even. But we just kind of need to get some rest for the troops. Right, let's go ahead and retreat that one. We lost 17,000 men. They lost 11,000 men on the counterattack. But it was the bombing runs that did most of the damage on us. And we need to start pulling back some troops from here as well. Another mountaineer over there. But then I suppose we'll just have to dig in here for the time being. Oh, partisan suppression and encryption machine. Okay, so encryption is probably... Yeah, that's definitely ahead of time. We can drop that one. I suppose the destroyers and frigates getting a radar might not be a bad idea. Land-based air warning radar advance as well. That would be very handy. And the aviation air source radar would allow us to get air detection for the planes. So we'll get that one in. What was the other thing that we just researched? Partisan suppression. I mean, I suppose that can stay there, but actually, we don't actually need to worry about that too much. I'm just going to drop that. Heavy unit training is something we might want to get. At least going upwards slowly. I'm going to go ahead and move in another infantry division down here. Okay, so at least we didn't lose the ground on the coastline. But in the hills, northwest of it, we are going to get pushed back. Or we did get pushed back already. And I suspect that Ballyhan is also another place that we are going to lose ground. I think what we need to do is we need to just get some airfields in here. Okay, Guangxing. How long is that going to take per level? It's going to be January, so it's going to be taking a few months. If we can get that one built, we can then have the close air support within good radius so we can wreck the enemy troops. And then we can start pushing the enemy back further. That's a province that we can probably hold on to. Because the mountains, we've got some troops there dug in. So I think that's going to be somewhat manageable. We're going to have to pull back that 12th division soon enough, so I guess we'll go ahead and just pull it down south already. And Highlands is not going to hold either. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and retreat these. We lost 20,000 men. They lost about 19,000 men as well. But that's somewhat unfortunate. At least these have had some time to dig in. These, on the other hand, haven't had as much time. But I suppose... Oh. Right, they're attacking on the coastline again. Probably taking quite hefty casualties. Ballyhan, we've got still 4 divisions defending. There are 8 divisions attacking, oh dear. And now on the western end of the front line, they are attacking again. I suppose we are going to get them out, or the motorized division helping in there soon enough. We've got a decent bit of troops in here. I guess what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and retreat some of these. At least one of them. Maybe more than one. Port Dulun is under attack. Okay, with 2 units. From the north. Oh, so they got the river crossing penalty. Well, they'll regret that. Ah, there we go. We've got some radar stations. So highest our electrical engineering practical is 2.9 already. So did we already complete the... No, Beijing one hasn't been completed. It will be completed tomorrow because of the increase in practicals. Right, we've got some of the units in here that need to absolutely retreat. So we'll retreat those. I suppose we could probably retreat this one as well. I believe these 3 will still be able to dig it. I mean, we've got the 30th Division in here, which, to be fair, doesn't have artillery. But it will get some artillery in about a month. And that will already make it a... It'll make the defending a lot easier, let's put it that way. Also, when is the Breakthrough Division? That's going to be late December. Okay, so we've still got a bit of time to get to that. Jinglong was a victory. There we go. Submarine torpedo tubes advance. Civilian command structure advance. I'm guessing the latter one is probably... Hold on, that would be... Up here. No? Blitzkrieg? Oh yeah, it's in the Blitzkrieg. Right, we can drop that one. Need a bit more reinforcements. I suppose now we need still Almost 400 IC in production. To be fair, there's a lot of naval stuff that is underway. I think what we should do is get some infantry divisions. We're going to make them slightly stronger. Mainly, we're just going to put in some medium artillery in there. I suppose we could also remove the infantry or anti-tank guns. I don't think we necessarily need that right now. There's a lot of area units in there. Ooh. Actually, we can put heavy AA in there. That wouldn't be the worst. I suppose we could also put in the light vehicles in there. So it's got a top speed of 4 kilometers per hour. It doesn't have a huge softness. It's got a decent soft attack. And defensiveness is almost 100. Toughness is almost it's 92. Air defense is fairly decent. And it's got air attack of 24. So if we build 5 of these, there's a full core of these. And that will probably be enough to start making at least somewhat of a difference in the front lines. Well, I suppose we've got a fairly defensive positions in here. So the coastline, we've got so many troops in there that that's not a huge problem. We can go ahead and pull back one of those divisions, actually, to Changli, just so that we have a bit more troops defending. And they're still attacking across the river in the northwest. Ooh, this might not hold. We've just got the reinforcements in here, to be fair. Oh, Jinglong was a victory. Range fighting equipment. Ah, there we go. So we can get the... that is ahead of time now. We can drop that one, and we can get the self-propelled artillery brigade. That could be quite handy. I don't think Balihan is going to hold. I'm going to start retreating these troops. Little by little. Buying some more time, at least, for the troops to retreat. So over here, we've got a bit of supply issues, I guess. So it's probably fuel issues. Yeah, it's fuel issues. I don't think Arkansas is going to hold. But we've got a bit of troops in here that are at least retreating, so we can... Oh, right, submarine hull advance. I just realized something. We can pull back the core HQ. But if need be, we can... since this is impassable, we can still dig in here. And we still have 2 provinces. We can let them take a bit more ground, and then we can maybe cut them off... I don't know if it's going to be easier, but this is probably going to be at least away from their bombers sufficiently so that they won't do much of a damage there. Monsoon starting. Actually, that reminds me. Well, I suppose we don't have information on the airbase in Dalian right now. Have we gone... Well, we're still doing the runway creation in there every now and then. Right, so the 15th Division is going to start retreating. And we don't have anyone in here that is ready to move out to there yet. Oh, right, more aircraft factories. Oh, and low, very low popularity even. That's not good. But we do seem to be out of time for this episode. So enjoy this little like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.